This podcast is for education and inspiration. It's not therapy, and listening doesn't create a client relationship. If you need support, please reach out to a mental health professional in your area.
Hey, you're listening to Rain or Shine, where we explore how to be transformed by the renewing of our minds and to see ourselves how God sees us. No matter the weather in your life, let's find Jesus, rain or shine. Hi, Monica.
Hi.
How are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing really good. I can see now that I put on my glasses. I'm trying not to wear them, but, we're not on video yet, right?
That's right. It's coming, though. It's coming together.
I'm going to have to get me some cool glasses for that, just for that. Oh, and new outfits, too, right? Oh, yay. Good reason to buy a new outfit.
There you go.
I'm excited about it. We're still shooting for sometime in August, right?
In August. It's coming together. We have chairs and we have a table.
I know.
We just got a few more things to do, and it'll be ready to go.
This is so great. So great. And, I'm just so thankful for our sponsor because truly they're making it happen.
They are.
They are making this happen for us. And we're talking about Chick-fil-A, 7620 Rayford Road, West Fayetteville, North Carolina. So great to have them as our sponsor of Rain or Shine. And we're very thankful to Colby and Chrissy Burnett for believing in what we're doing.
Absolutely.
And little by little, Monica, people are beginning to talk to us about the podcast.
They are, a little bit at the time.
I had a lady Wednesday night at church come up to me. Her name is Tiffany Wells, and she said, "Tell Monica I have a fix for her drinks. You're trying to get away from the sodas and everything." So her suggestion was like, for the afternoon, if you happen to get a little slump and you need some extra oomph, she said do green tea with lemonade. She said it's a really good combination.
I will have to try that. Thank you, Tiffany, for that little tidbit.
Isn't that great that people are thinking those things? Yeah. And I mean, they talk to us about it, and I'm like, wow, thank you. Thank you for listening.
Absolutely. Thank you for listening, and thank you for the suggestion.
Yes.
I would have never thought to put that together.
It does sound really good. It does sound good. I mean, anything with lemonade, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And speaking of lemonade, they have some really good lemonade at Chick-fil-A. We were there. Seems like we go every Thursday before we record because we did that last time, and then we were there yesterday as well. And and I couldn't wait to get home. I drove and ate at the same time, and I know I'm not supposed to do that. But Sophia, she was so sweet. She was in the passenger seat, and she just held out that Chick-fil-A sauce for me.
So you could dip.
I would just dip and drive. Not drinking and driving, but dipping and
driving.
Sophia. Yeah, it was great. It was great. She's my little sidekick.
Taking care of Mama.
Taking care of Mama. That's right. Well, I'm very excited about our topic this time on our podcast. But I guess before we get into that, we've got a little tradition of an icebreaker.
Yeah.
So, if you could become instantly good at one thing, what would it be?
Public speaking.
See, I think you're good at that already.
I struggle with that one. I really do. I really struggle with that one. Well, maybe I should say public speaking in front of a lot of people. Because now you would definitely hear a change in me.
Yeah.
If I was in a crowd of people.
The more people, the scarier it gets.
Yeah, my voice would not be strong, that's for sure. But that would be, that is something that I would love to be able to do, and instantly would be great. But not that I have to, because I'm not presenting in front of a huge crowd of people or anything. I'm not planning to, but
you never know. Never know what the Lord's going to do.
That's true. So I want to be ready in case He calls me, I guess you could say. But,
be ready. Yeah. That's right. In season and out of season, right?
That's right. How about you? What's yours?
I want to play the guitar. I just love the guitar so much, and I do practice, but I'm just not musically inclined. I am a little bit, but then I live with two people that are just immersed into the talent of music, and it's very apparent.
And that has to be hard for you.
It is hard.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wanting to play that guitar so bad, and so you can join in too.
Yeah, well, it's not only that; it's singing too. Which I mean, I like to sing. I love to sing harmony. But we were practicing last night because we've got some stuff coming up in the future, and Darren's like, "It's this part. Sing this part." I'm like, "I am singing that part." Mm-hmm. No, you're singing her part. And I'm like, "What? I can't even tell the parts apart." Oh, but anyway, if I could do one thing very good instantly, it would be the guitar. Mm-hmm. I'm sure I could think of other things, but that's the first thing that came to my mind.
Me too. I could think of several. Yeah. I'd love to be able to play piano, but...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so there's several.
There's just something so, I don't know, it just kind of leads me to the throne room when that guitar starts playing. It's just, whew, so good, so good. Maybe I just need to start practicing more.
Well, that might,
But that means I have to get rid of my nails.
But Dolly plays with nails. I was fixing to say,
Dolly plays with her long nails.
She uses her nails.
She sure does.
So it can be done.
They are an instrument.
Indeed.
That Dolly, I tell you, she's my hero.
She's wonderful.
So today we were talking about what we wanted to piggyback off of from our last episode, and you came up with the idea of kindness.
Yeah.
That's a good topic.
Well, and it's something you and I discussed as a topic a while back, and I just, something just tells me now's the right time. So I asked you, I was like, how do you feel about this? And you're like, let's do it.
I think it's perfect. A perfect way to just keep building on what we've been talking about, because we've laid a foundation of knowing who we are, and only knowing who we are through knowing who Christ is.
Right.
And you can't give what you don't have.
That's right.
And kindness is a fruit of the Spirit. So as we are walking our daily walk with Christ and becoming more like Him, that fruit is going to start popping out.
That's right.
In different places. And kindness is one of those places.
It really is. It really is.
And I love that we're going to delve into this, because out of kindness creates a spirit of generosity too.
It does.
And when you told me about this topic, I usually watch Church of the Highlands on the Monday after, the Sunday, and PC was there, and he doesn't preach every Sunday, because he's the pastor at large now, and we know all about that because we have a pastor at large here now at our church too. But guess what he was talking about?
He was talking about generosity.
He was. I was like, yes, Lord.
Yes.
I love it when he does stuff like that. It's just so good. And he had so many great points. So I'm looking forward to us weaving this in together.
Well, kindness is powerful. There's a power to that. And sometimes I don't know if we can see that power that it gives. I mean, we can be kind and we can show kindness and receive kindness, and some people have a hard time with one or the other or both. But it does have a power to it that might not shine through or be obvious sometimes. So just recognizing what is the power of letting someone be kind to you. Yeah. Or letting, you showing kindness to someone else. What are you receiving in that moment, and what are they receiving in that moment?
And you mentioned last time too that you've noticed that some people are just having a hard time receiving.
I don't know about you. Like when you're out and about, and the reason I said that last time is I was at I can't remember if it was a grocery store or a convenience store, but I can't remember. But there was one individual being kind to another individual, and it seemed like they couldn't accept that, like they were on guard with it and didn't recognize it as kindness. And I thought, what a wonderful opportunity that would have been for that person to receive that kindness and understand that's what that was. Yeah. And the person trying to be kind could receive that gift for themselves of showing kindness. So that was just something I saw and observed. And I don't know if that's something that's isolated or if it's something that since COVID, that's been a shift where we're on guard when people are trying to be kind. So I don't know. I'm noticing it more around me. So I don't know. How do you feel about that?
Well, I noticed that people are more on edge.
Yeah.
And I try to be sensitive to the leading of the Holy Spirit. You know, there are some times when I know I need to say something to this person. And there are some times when I know, maybe a smile is all they need. But I have noticed that people are just, especially on the roads.
They are. They're very
there is not a lot of kindness on the road, which I have to admit, sometimes I'm not very kind myself on the road. You know, it's just, I don't know, there's just some kind of spiritual darkness on our highways that cause people to just be in such a hurry, just need to slow down. Have you ever heard of Bob Goff?
No.
Oh, he is so good, but I was reading a book by him one time, and he is like a go person all the time. And he intentionally bought a car that would not go over 40 miles per hour.
Oh, really?
To slow him down.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you talk about being intentional and a life lesson there. So I imagine he had a lot of people not being very friendly and
he heard a lot of horn saw a lot of gestures when he was riding by.
So what do you think it is in us, Monica, that keeps us from receiving kindness?
So I wrote notes why people struggle with receiving and why people struggle with giving. And so with the receiving question that you mentioned, a lot of times I think they don't feel worthy of receiving kindness. Sometimes people may even learn to focus on their flaws instead of their values. And that makes them feel unworthy of when somebody gives them a kind word or a compliment or kind gestures. It's they're in their own about their values and their worth. And then sometimes they don't want to be a burden on somebody else. And so I don't want to receive kindness because I'm a burden. And really and truly, a lot of what I see when I give kindness is I'm actually receiving joy.
Yeah.
So we're thinking, oh, I don't want to be a burden. Am I taking away someone else's joy? So maybe we're not seeing that allowing ourselves to accept kindness can actually be joy for someone, the one who's giving kindness. And sometimes we don't trust it. We don't trust when someone is trying to be kind. That's where I think what you mentioned earlier, there's that on guard. I don't trust your kindness.
Yeah, because you want something. You've got to want something in return. There've got to be strings
what
attached to this.
What does that person want from me?
Yeah.
And it may be nothing, but you're telling yourself, oh, that person must want something from me, so let me not accept this kindness. And then past hurt from people, that genuine kindness. Past hurt can make people question it. Are they genuinely being kind? And so if they're not genuinely being kind, I don't want their kindness, maybe.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I had thought about as I was reflecting on kindness and receiving it.
Yeah, and PC said that generosity is someone who freely gives and shares their time, money or kindness, and goes above and beyond the usual or unexpected. And I think because it's so rare, we don't know how to receive it.
And that just breaks my heart.
Me too.
That is, when you say that's so rare, and because you're right.
Yeah. We don't live in a society today where kindness prevails.
It's shifted. I see a shift, and it's more about us.
And it was never meant to be.
Or more about
us.
Yeah, it's more about focusing on me instead of others.
In the story of the Good Samaritan, he talks about this too on that video that I saw of him preaching last Sunday. And the question comes up, who is my neighbor? And the Lord said, whoever is your neighbor. Why do I need to love my neighbor as myself? Now that's a heavy set of words right there. And he goes on to share the story of the Good Samaritan. And the Good Samaritan went above and beyond what was called of him. He stopped. He took care of him. He paid for him to stay where he was staying. He said, I will come back and I will make sure he's okay. He went above and beyond, showing the kindness. And then Jesus tells us to go and do likewise. Mm-hmm. And the sad part is, Monica, in this, that while the man was laying there hurt, the priest walks by and doesn't stop.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then the Good Samaritan walks by and sees him laying there and takes the responsibility upon himself to do that. So be careful. If we wear the name of Christ,
absolutely,
we should be rushing to show kindness and going above and beyond. So why is it hard for us to give? Is it?
So
what are your thoughts on that?
The struggle that I ponder on and see and read about, people are exhausted, and it requires us to slow down and notice the needs around us. So that reminds me of the car.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he slowed down to see the needs. And we're living in a world that slow is not the pace.
Right.
It's fast and instant and quick and getting there in a hurry. And slowing down is not comfortable to us anymore. Mm-mm. And so in order to give, we have to slow down and notice things. Yeah. So I think that's part of it, in my opinion. But maybe we're not taught about kindness, growing up. Like what beliefs do we have about kindness growing up? How to be kind to one another, or how to serve one another in that kindness. And some people just have trouble expressing it.
Yeah.
Just trouble expressing kindness. Fear of vulnerability. That vulnerability. Ooh, that word. We mentioned that last time.
Yeah, I know.
That vulnerability requires connection sometimes. That's hard. And avoiding showing up because they feel hurt or rejected.
Yeah.
So there's that too. Ephesians 4:32. Be kind and compassionate to one another. God's goodness towards us tells us how to love one another. Kindness reflects God's heart through our actions.
Yes. Amen. And forgiving one another, just like He forgave me. Going back to, you can't give what you don't have.
You can't.
Yes, so it starts with Him. Starts with Him showing us how to give and receive kindness and walking in that. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. I really, really like it a lot. Ownership says it's mine, but stewardship says it's all His. So when we change our frame of thought around that, I think it's much easier to be generous.
I think so too. And then going back to the topic of forgiveness, that's hard for a lot of folks. It's hard. It used to be hard for me. I'll be honest with you about that. But I think your belief about forgiveness is important. For me, I learned that forgiveness is not about letting that other person get away with anything. It's about releasing the chains from me.
Yes.
And so that when we talk about forgiveness, it's not letting someone off the hook.
Yeah.
It's taking the chains of what's happened in that, whatever needs to be forgiven, away from us.
It's giving up the right to take revenge.
Yeah.
And to get back at them.
Those chains, I think, keep us from being kind.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's more for us than it is for anybody else. Forgiveness is really, in my opinion, is the way it's worked for me. But not everybody feels that way, and I understand that. But that's because if we don't forgive, we stay in a place of bitterness, possibly.
Yeah.
And we're not letting ourselves receive kindness or give kindness.
Yeah, because we're continually ruminating on what's been done to us. Yeah. And when we can get to a point where we can let that go and just say, go on with your bad self.
That's right.
Go on with your bad self. It hurt. Recognize those things.
Feel it. Work through it. But then you have to come to a point where you release it. And that's only through the power of the Holy Spirit that we can do that. Yeah. So, PC, you talked about 3 things to be generous with. You tell me what your thoughts are on this. Be generous with our time. Be generous with our money. And he said, be generous with kindness. Oh.
Yeah.
I agree with all of those things.
Yeah.
All of that.
So let's look at time. How can we be generous with our time? Slowing down. Let's all buy cars that go 40 miles per hour.
Well, if we don't, I don't know if I could do that.
I know I couldn't.
I don't know if I could do that.
No, I could not.
Let's not buy the car that goes 40, but let's be mindful of slowing our speed down.
Yes.
It's like I've had one ticket. I knock on wood for speeding, and that's what the cop told me. Ma'am, I'm going to need you to slow down. And so that keeps me very much in check when I'm driving. But in everyday life too, just slow down for a minute and breathe and think about other things besides going.
Yeah, absolutely. And just being aware of our surroundings. Like we said last time, being a noticer. Because there are people walking around that are purity gold mines. They have that on the inside of them. People are walking around with so much potential, and they're so heavy trodden and down laden and depressed and sad, and they don't see it. They see it.
They want to be seen. People, I know I do. I want people to see me. I want people to see the good in me. I want them to see me as a person.
Yes.
And that's what we all want to be seen. And it does take being, intentional sometimes and slowing down and just noticing, like you said before.
Yeah.
That noticing and giving of that time, because it takes time to slow down and notice. And so that's giving.
It is. It's a tithe of our time. We tithe. We believe in tithing at our church, but I also believe in tithing your time. Serving in your local church, serving together in various projects, and we have a team of people that go on Palooza here at our church, and it's hard work, but they have the best time, and they're full of joy because the focus is off of themselves now, and they're focusing on others and serving others. And I believe that's the secret sauce right there to life, Monica.
Well, we had a knock on our door, that you mentioned that. We had a knock on our door last night, 5:30, somewhere along in there, and it happened to be the care team. Someone from the care team at church brought Hannah a little something, just remembering her from the accident and from the surgery, just telling her it was just a little card, and it was a cup, and it was a Starbucks gift card. She loves Starbucks. So, but that little bit of a gesture made her feel seen. It made her feel, what I went through, I was seen.
So powerful.
See, that's the power.
Yes.
That's the power part I was talking about earlier.
It is. It is. And we have to be the hands and feet of Jesus in this assignment. We are the ones that are going to do this for him.
It's a mission.
It is a mission. It is. And the story of the Good Samaritan proves that too, because he was on assignment from God. He was abundant with his time and with his resources. He was generous with his money. And we need to be generous with our money. And we may think, oh my goodness, stop talking right now. And I am right there with you, because before, Monica, when someone would start talking about money, I would be like, I just don't have it to give.
Right.
And there have been moments in my life where money was tight. I didn't have money to spend on anything extra. I mean, rice and beans and rice at the house. That was just it.
I get it.
Couldn't eat out, couldn't do any of these things. And I was like, how in the world can I be a generous giver? I'm tithing, and I'm trying to do it cheerfully. I'm trying my best. And now I need to give more, and I just could not wrap my mind around it. But I would try my best, and throughout the years. And I remember, is it okay if I share this story?
Absolutely.
Okay, because this is not anything that I want anybody to think, oh wow, she's great. I'm not great. I'm truly not. It's what I felt like I was on assignment to do. I heard Dave Ramsey, he's the money guy, talk about generous living and generous giving, and this was a couple of years ago. He talked about him and his son went to the Waffle House on Thanksgiving morning, and they ordered a cup of coffee, and they left the waitress a $100 tip. And when I heard that story, Monica, I started crying. I was like, I want to do that, Lord. I want to be that generous. Yeah. And I said, I don't have an extra $100 to do this. And I said, I am going to pray, and I'm going to ask the Lord to give me $100 in order to bless somebody with it. And months went by, months and months and months. And we were invited to sing at a church in Lillington, and we sang for revival there. They paid us for singing, and we split it 3 ways: Sophia, Darren, and me. And I got my $100. I got my $100.
Yay.
And that was in July, I think it was. So I had to wait 2 or 3 months to get to November. And Thanksgiving morning, I told him, I said, this is what I'm going to do. Y'all might think I'm crazy, but I am going to Waffle House, and I'm going to do this. And I had prayed for the waitress or the waiter. I was like, Lord, I know you know exactly what table I need to sit at in order to do this. And my mama got so excited, she went with me.
Oh.
So we went, and we ordered more than a cup of coffee. We ordered a lot of good food. And the waitress, she was so sweet. I could tell she was struggling a little bit. She got a couple of things wrong, but that, that's just par for the course. But, she was just she was the perfect one. And at the end, I gave her the $100, and she looked at it. She said, "This is for me?"
Oh.
I said, "Yes." I said, "Yes, it's for you." I said, "Lord bless you, and I just hope you have a great Thanksgiving."
Oh,
she said, "I
wow.
cannot believe that you're giving me this. This is just for me." I said, "Yes, it's free." And the joy that came over me, I was like, who else can I bless, Lord? I just want to, so I started praying and asking the Lord for more money, more money to give, because there is no greater feeling.
It is a wonderful
than
feeling.
doing that. It was just so great.
Yeah.
I learned a very valuable lesson there in a lot of ways.
Yeah. That is wonderful. And it sounds like she accepted it with joy, and you gave it with joy.
She did. She did not reject it, and it just could not have been better.
Sweet.
And it made me want to be a generous giver.
Yeah.
Whereas before I was like holding on to it so tight.
Yeah.
But now my hands are open, and the Lord is blessing for me to give more. And
it's amazing.
And my bucket list.
Yeah.
On that bucket list is I want to go to Disney World, and I want to stand in line with all those other people waiting to buy tickets, and I want to hand out tickets. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Wow.
That's on my bucket list to do. I know that's crazy, and it may never happen, but you know what? I serve a big God.
That's
and
right.
why not? Why not
Who
let
knows?
that
It
happen?
could. It could eventually happen.
It could happen. It very well could. But yes, I love living generously.
Well, and I wrote down ripple effect, because if we can do that, and it feels so good for someone to receive, could that be a ripple effect where they're giving and then someone else is receiving, and it just, like dominoes, it just affects the next one to fall.
Absolutely. What did they call it back in the day? Pay it forward.
Paying it forward.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's happened to me a couple of times, and guess what? I turned around and did it too.
Look, I was in line at a McDonald's one day, and someone paid for my food, and that was so that just made me feel so good.
Yes.
I just got a little cheeseburger and a small drink. It wasn't much, but I was so thankful, and just that person, they didn't know me.
Yeah.
They just were kind, and it just made my day.
Yeah.
My little cheeseburger and drink, that someone would take the time to say, "Hey, can you?" Let me pay for that person's food too.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. Well, we've been talking about ways that we could help others be generous and be kind. And our faithful sponsor, Chick-fil-A of West Fayetteville, has offered to help us out in that. I'm very excited about it. So we've come up with a way. Okay, you're going to have to explain it. with the social media part of it. They
comment, like, and share
the podcast.
So
we'll make a post concerning the giveaway.
Yep, we'll do that.
Okay.
We'll make a post, and it'll be about the giveaway. And if you follow, like, and share, you can possibly receive. You want to share what?
Yes, we are going to give away 2 Be Our Guest cards from Chick-fil-A, and they are good for either a chicken sandwich combo or a chicken nugget combo.
Yes.
So you'll get 2, one for you to keep, and then one for you to give away to someone you do not know. There's the little twist.
Yes.
Being kind to strangers.
Yeah.
To someone, being a good Samaritan.
Yeah. And it's going to take maybe a little vulnerability to walk up to somebody you don't know, but you're giving them a free card that gets them free meals, so free food.
Chances are
they're not going to reject
you.
There's always the possibility, but chances are, and if that's the case, just choose somebody else.
That's right. Yeah. Have your antennas out. Yeah. Be looking for, the person that may be having a rough day. The mom who's got a screaming kid and needs a Chick-fil-A break.
Yes.
Yeah. Just be aware, be a noticer of your surroundings, and be kind and be generous. I love it. I love it. So we will make that post, and we'll get the cards to you one way or another.
We will reach out to you through that social media. We'll see your post, and we'll reach out to you, and we'll get your information, and we'll send it to you. And we would love to get feedback on how that went for you.
Yes, absolutely. Got to post on it, because we have cards too that we're going to be doing.
We're going to do that
ourselves. So we are going to bless others, and we are going to hopefully start a revolution,
of more kindness. There's kindness out there, but we want to push more kindness.
That's right. It needs to be normal. Doesn't need to be a rare event. We need to live every day with kindness, and it's not just about money. It's not just about time either. Right. It's about an attitude.
That's right. Yeah.
And we can be kind to the mean people, too.
That's right. One small act of kindness can remind someone they matter, that they're seen, and they're not alone.
Yes.
And I think the world needs that.
They do, Monica. More than we ever have known in this day and time.
Absolutely.
This day and time, yes. Amen to that. So, do we have a rain or shine, or is that?
Well, that's part of it. Or if, there's more to it, it's more so of a rain or shine challenge and not a rain or shine like reflection today. Give kindness intentionally. Receive kindness without pushing it away. Look for one person who needs encouragement. So, one of those 3 things is a challenge for our listeners.
I like that. That's very good. Yeah. Very good. So, be looking for our post about the cards to give away, and tell people about our podcast, because it's changing lives. It's changing my life.
Mine too.
And I'm so thankful for it.
Me too.
I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful that you have stepped out in faith and are doing this.
I'm thankful for you too.
Thank you.
Doing this with me. Absolutely.
You. It's a joy. It's a pleasure. It's my pleasure.
That's what they say at Chick-fil-A.
Yes. Lord knows I've been enough times to know that.
Okay. Well, thank you for today. I enjoyed it. And until next time, keep trusting, keep believing, and keep moving forward in faith, rain or shine.